Oh shit, it's Chippy. Oh shit. Here we go. Good morning, Chip.
Hey, Wooden. We're in court in 2.5 hours.
Yeah, we need to talk. Come up to the bush.
Above LS Freeway.
Okay.
I just heard
All right.
explosion. Yeah, we just heli blew up. Oh, the heli blew up. Yeah, we called ATC and let them know.
G-Dub, you good?
Yeah, you can come in.
Hello.
Welcome in, welcome in.
You need me here?
You can be in here, Antoine. That's fine.
All right.
Chip, welcome in. Good morning.
Good morning. How
What
are
is
you?
I'm doing good. What is the court case for today?
It's to do with the wizards.
Is this the one with the 600K court case?
Yeah, so I did a motion to dismiss. I don't know if you read it over.
Yeah, I saw it. It was very good.
Thank you. So it'll be that. I don't think Miss Bowman's around after the storm, so it's just gonna be me on it.
Okay. Well, we have some issues here, and I want to talk about it. So,
Okay.
there was an instance situation in the sales of MRPD. Mr. Zolo Levinston was down there, and he was arrested. There was a situation that happened at the docks, I believe, and he was in the sales. He was arrested, so on and so forth. From what I heard from both Bird, Barry, and other officers there, which was you were not part of the arresting of Mr. Livingston. You were not part of the situation that led to the arrest of Mr. Livingston, nor were you a part of the warrant that he had on his person. You walked down into the sales, and from what I was told, says, and I quote, that the warrant wasn't good and that the officers who were arresting him shouldn't push it. Make me understand that.
Mm-hmm. So I got on duty, and then I checked to see who was around, and I called Cooper Fuel. And I called him. I was like, "Hey, Coops, are you busy?" He's like, "I'm just arresting a bunch of people." I'm like, "Okay, where you at?" He's like, "I'm in the cells." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "You want to double?" He's like, "Yeah, once I'm done with this." So I made my way down to the cells, and he wasn't there. So I waited for Coops to show up there. And then that's when I had a chat with Coops, and then Zolo walked past me, and then I walked over to Zolo to say hi. I never told anyone not to push a warrant. I don't have the authority to say that.
Did you say that the warrant wasn't very good in front of Mr. Livingston with officers there with him being arrested?
I don't think I said it wasn't very good. I said it was
Oh
questionable.
no, and I quote, you said this warrant is bullshit. Don't push it to Rocker.
I don't think I said that.
Every officer there heard you.
I said it was questionable 100%. But I would never
let
say...
me ask you a question. What makes it questionable?
It's only officer testimony. We need 51% in order to
So the officer see, listen, let me ask you a question. Zolo's there without a mask. The officer searches him, sees a bag named Zolo, looks up Zolo in the MDT, sees a picture of him in the MDT that matches him not wearing a mask on scene. What is that to you? Is that bullshit?
I wouldn't say it's bullshit. Again, I never said it was bullshit. I said it was questionable.
Yes, you did. Don't fucking lie here.
I'm not lying. I said it was questionable.
Well, here's the problem, Chip, is that when you do this kind of stuff, you know, it's a problem because, number one, it does nothing but create animosity. Animosity between our departments, animosity between the 95 and the arresting officers, animosity within the sales itself. No matter what those officers do, who are the AOs, they now are fucked either way. If they don't push the warrant, they're fucked because not only me, but also the Commissioner Knox took a look at the warrant and we both said it was good enough. Not only that, so now the officers are going to get shit from us if they don't push it. But now if they do push it to Mr. Livingston and they do push that warrant on his person, now Mr. Livingston is going to be pissed. So what you've done in that moment is not only have you screwed the officers, but you've also turned a 95 who's already upset and angry about something into a flaming pile of shit ready to shoot an officer because he has to get his get back. Did you know that before all of this happened, Zolo Livingston shot not one, not two, but 3 different officers because of a warrant that was pushed out on him prior?
I did not do that.
Which one of the individuals who pushed that warrant is now a ranger. It was Sonny. Sonny pushed a warrant. Zolo Livingston shot him down and 3 other rangers because of this warrant that was pushed against him out of anger and frustration, and shut down all the cops. And it's, for me, it's very frustrating because the last time we had this conversation, Chippy, I told you, if it ain't yours, stay out of it. If it ain't ranger, stay out of it. And this was not yours, nor was it a ranger warrant. On top of that, the agenda that is being pushed against the officer who wrote the warrant, both the crims, because I've talked to Mr. Livingston about this. I told Mr. Livingston that the warrant was going to stand. But that officer now looks like a fucking idiot because of what you did in the sales. Going down there being like, oh, this warrant is questionable or bullshit, as Bird said, or whatever was the situation. It should have never even been a situation. You shouldn't have even been down there. And it's very frustrating to me, Chip, because you do great work and you're a great officer, but you keep putting yourself in these positions to where I have to deal with it.
I understand.
It's just,
Go
ahead.
Sorry. I didn't mean to make it into this big thing. I was looking at it from a defense point of view, because I even talked to Miranda about the warrant, and because she asked me about it. This was before any of this happened. She was like, what are your thoughts on the warrant? And I was like, well, there's no photographic evidence that he's on scene. So from a defense point of view, you can do quite a few things. I explained that. And then she even explained to me, like, well, it was too dangerous to take a photo of him because there's still bullets flying about. And then that made me question, why are we searching people if there's still bullets flying about?
But
my thing is, why don't you just let a lawyer handle it, Chip?
And on top of that, Chip, that again, that is why you don't listen to these criminals, because that is a complete and utter bullshit claim. I was the lead on that scene. That scene was mine. What actually happened was that Chang Gang was fighting another group. That fight, we sat there for over 10 fucking minutes watching these guys drive around and shoot in circles, shooting each other. They were all downed on a staircase. We set up a triage around the downed individuals after one of the individuals from the opposing side, not Chang Gang, tried to rob them. So we set up a triage around them. Miranda then went to those individuals off of my instruction. There was 2 people still standing, 1 on each side. They had driven all the way out of Little Seoul over to Calais, and they were shooting at each other, which led back to the Little Seoul gas station, still within 100 feet from the triage location. No shots were fired at this point. Nothing was going on. Then shots were fired post Miranda looking in his pockets. So they grabbed him, moved him to the skate park, and then they escaped custody. Nothing Miranda did was out of the realm of what her job description is. She evaluated a 95 down. She placed the 95 in handcuffs. She searched the 95 in handcuffs, knowing that he had a firearm, and she found the firearm. The individual wasn't wearing a mask. She checked the MDT profile, and there's this narrative that she wouldn't know Mr. Livingston. Miranda's around every single fucking day. People are also calling her a cadet. She's been around for months. She's dealt with Mr. Livingston in my pursuits, and I've had her in my pursuits dealing with him on multiple occasions. So none of what he has told you is correct at all. It's all a lie.
That's what Miranda told me. That's not what Zolo told me, because I had the conversation with Miranda, and she's the one that was saying there's still bullets flying, and that's the reason she couldn't get a picture of him.
The warrant
that came from Miranda.
The warrant itself is fine, beyond fine. what we do whenever we do this stuff and we critique officers, and what makes me so upset about this is that, number one, what you did is questioning Miranda's ability to be a police officer, right? Going in the cells, take her conversation that you guys had out of it. What you did going into the cells, it's not your warrant. You are questioning not only the person who wrote it, but the ability of Riker and the other AO that was there to do their job accordingly. If Riker looks at that warrant, Riker, of all people, she's solid cop.
Voices are fucking up us.
Yep.
Check,
They're
check,
game
check.
warden.
Can
There you
y'all
go.
hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you did was you questioned everybody there. And you might not have been your intention, just like the other shit wasn't your intention, but that's the way it seems. And across the board, from Bird to myself to the DCs to Barry to even the AOs that were there, it just rubbed everybody the wrong way. It felt like, and especially for at least Bird and myself after he told me, it feels like you were going out of your way to help a criminal for some reason. And I that's what I want to understand. Why, Mr. Levinston? Why were you going out of your way to assist a criminal that, to be quite honest, fucking murks us every single day?
I didn't mean it to come off that way. I check the warrant list every day because I've been checking it to do with the BBMC RICO. So I get curious and I look into them. And then Mr. Levinston came into the cells before this. I can't remember when. And I was talking to Coops about the warrant as well. And I remember reading over it and having a chat with not only Zola, but then Miranda afterwards. And I just don't want us getting that going to court and then us getting sued for false imprisonment. Because that's how I see warrants, is if it's without a reasonable doubt, not preponderance.
But again, I understand what you're saying, but that wouldn't have even been us. That would have been Miranda and the LSPD. That's the LSPD's problem.
I think it came off as a bad way of trying to look out for them, and I didn't mean it to come across as me undermining anyone or anything like that. I'm just looking at it from a court point of view when it comes to warrants like that. Because then everyone gets sued, Miranda gets sued if it's found not guilty, because when you look at the evidence minus the officer testimony, there wasn't anything else there.
So why say that in front of Mr. Livingston? Why not get the officers that are there, pull them to the side, and then state all of this? There's nothing that comes good from saying this in front of Mr. Livingston, other than you achieving brownie points for Mr. Livingston, that you are the cool cop that wants to help him.
I
we
just want
good?
to be
Oh.
fair. Yeah, I'm just thinking. I just want to be fair to everyone. It's not just Zolo. It's
I know it's not.
anybody that comes into the cells. If they have a warrant that, you know, I'm reading, I'm like, well, we're not going to win that in court. And especially that big of a warrant. I'm not sure. It doesn't sit right ethically with me that we're just pushing warrants through officer testimony. Because then everyone gets sued, everyone gets pissed off, and then it's like, well, I should have done this better.
Which again, I would completely understand. I would back that opinion if this was your 95, your situation, your decision to make. I wouldn't have an issue. But none of it was. The officers that you were talking to were the equal to a higher rank than you. The cells that you went and got yourself a part of wasn't even a scene that you were involved with. The warrant itself, you had nothing to do with. whenever we start doing things, whenever we start getting involved in other people's shit over and over and over and over again, we are only going to, again, create animosity between not only interdepartmental, like we've had, but now in LSPD as well. Because I can tell you, if I'm that AO and I'm arresting Mr. Livingston and an officer comes in and starts questioning everything that I'm doing, the warrant that I'm pushing, starts giving me their opinion on what you know, they think I should do, I'm gonna be honest, that pissed me the fuck off. You're basically coming off as they don't know how to do their job. And
yeah, I did talk to Riker afterwards, and I did apologize because I realized I stepped on toes.
So this is what we're going to do. When it comes to the court case today, it's completely up to you if you want to go to it. But we are going to be letting you go from the Rangers. Okay. We will not be denying a tribunal. We will offer you a tribunal. In that tribunal, it will be a decision made to go to either LSPD or BCSO. But in terms of the Rangers, listen, Chip, you know, we had this conversation 2 weeks ago, and I'm a man of second chances, third chances. I give people the benefit of the doubt, but this is too soon after we've already had issues. And, you know, it's just, for me, if I don't do anything, it just looks like our Rangers can get away with whatever they want to get away with. And that's just not how we want to be running things. I got nothing against you, Chip. You're a fantastic officer. And I know that whenever you do get rehired, because you will, you're a great cop, you're going to do fantastic. And don't take this as something to where it's me saying, fuck you. It is not. Hell, Harmony went over to the LSPD and she's a sergeant now. Absolutely doing fantastic. This is not a smudge on your record. This is not anything like that. To be honest, LSPD thinks the Rangers are jokes anyways. So I wouldn't take this as you are a terrible person or a terrible cop, because neither of those are true. You're great. It's just, again, with the history of the last couple of weeks and then this situation happening with the people involved, the warrant not getting pushed. Now, the warrant is still outstanding on Mr. Livingston. I have the DC breathing down my neck because I have officers who are telling LSPD in a different department, in a warrant in a different department, not to push that warrant. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Doesn't. And I can't have that here. So, you can decide if you want to do the court case or not. I completely understand if you don't. We'll get somebody over there. And in terms of all the investigations and stuff, we'll figure all that out once the tribunal happens. It will probably be 72 hours. I'll put forth the tribunal request now, and it will be done within, again, 72 hours with the commissioner's office. And I believe either Fu or Leanne will be there. I won't be able to be there.
Okay.
All right.
I appreciate it.
I'm sorry, Chip. It sucks.
It's okay.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to talk to Miss Bowman because I think she can appoint me as a SAO for the time
I think
being.
you'd be a great SAO. And you will have my recommendation towards the SAO department as well if she asks me.
I mean, I would prefer to come back to BD, but I think I can. It's just for the court case.
Cool.
It's just for the court case because I don't think I can jump on it otherwise.
Okay. All right. If there's anything you need from me, I will help.
Here, just give me 2 minutes with Bustin, Lucky, and Anton. You can stay, but
Okay.
Give me 2 minutes real quick with Bustin, Lucky. I don't know if it's me going soft, but I'm willing to sit in on that tribunal.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
I need to make a point of the people that are sitting around there saying, "Oh, this warrant's bullshit." I'm like, no.
Well, again, but that should have never happened. That whole thing shouldn't have happened. And guys, we are not criminals. We are not gangsters. We are cops, and there is repercussions for actions. There has to be, or none of this makes sense. And you know, this situation. Do I think she should be a cop still? Absolutely, but just not here. I don't think so. I mean, this is, you know, it's a place where if I have to wake up and worry about what you guys are doing on a daily basis, it makes my life miserable. I don't want to fucking do it. And it's been that way for 3 weeks with Chippy. Like, I don't like waking up and hearing that y'all fucked up again and again and again and again. And in order for us to be able to get more Rangers, and in order for us to be able to have people come into the department and be able to teach them like we want to be able to do, we cannot have individuals who are causing issues, because those issues, whenever we want to go and do something or have people come into the Rangers, the commissioner's office is going to breathe down our fucking necks even more than they already do.
Yeah.
We got to stay off the shit list. And whenever we get on the shit list, especially the same person on the same shit list for 4 times in 2.5, 3 weeks, it's not a good look. So the answer, you know, yes, Bird, I want you to go to the tribunal. Depending on how the tribunal goes, you know, I'm going to talk to the DCs, and I'm going to push forward to her being able to go back to LSPD. I think I'll make a great point. I think they'll take her. And I think she'll do fantastic with the LSPD. I just, in my personal opinion, don't think she does well with the Rangers. And even we go through personnel. Again, 2 weeks ago, Bird, you wanted her fired. Antoine, you wanted her fired. Barry wanted her fired. Worm wanted her fired. Everybody I talked to, everybody was on board with this, and I was the only person who said, give her another chance. We're going to attempt to be able to work through this. And here we are now. Okay, so this is where we're at. We're gonna put you forth the tribunal. Bird's gonna make sure that he's there. I am going to personally call all the commissioner's office, so DC and Mac. I'm gonna make sure that there is a job waiting for you in any somewhat capacity. If it's something to where it is a working back into a thing or something, you are going to have a job, period. Okay? And we're going to work our hardest to make sure everything goes smooth for you, and this is not just you're getting fucked. Okay?
Okay.
I don't hate you.
I'll come back as a cadet. I'll come back as a cadet.
I know you will. I know you will. I know you will. Trust me, Chip. Something had to be done. It's being done right now, but I do not hate you, nor do I want you to not fucking want to come around. I want you here. You're awesome. I just have to do something. You know what I mean? I have to. So let me work. I'll keep you posted. I'll send you texts. You know, I don't send texts. I will send you texts, and I'll keep you updated on everything. Okay?
Thanks, Game Warden.
All right,
Are you
Chippy.
gonna be there at the what's it called? The court case?
I have obligations at 3, so I won't, but Bird will.
Okay, that sounds. I'm pretty sure I can get it dismissed.
Cool. Chip, I appreciate
sure.
you.